ladies and gentlemen, it's Greg again with another kit review, another kit that I've just recently acquired. I got this from Hobby Models, £17, well £20 with delivery. So it's my first ever Bronco kit, and as you can see it's a Chinese PLA main battle tank ZTZ 99 and 99G, so there's a 2-in-1 kit. Nice artwork on the tank, a nice bit of artwork. And it's a Bronco. I've never built a Bronco kit, so this is my first Bronco kit, and the kit number is 35023. And on the side there, let's bring it closer, we have this photo etch in there, and obviously the decals, the high quality decals and the photo etch parts, and the I'm telling you, 14, advice for 14 plus up. On the sides again, it's just in, what the front's like. And on this side we have basically colour call out for the finished model, which is quite nice. So we shall have a look and see what's in the box now. So see, I've opened it, but I've never taken any of the screws out of the plastic. So let me just see what we've got in here. So all new to me. So we'll just pop this to the side for now. I'll make some space. Prepared as normal. No, I'm not. Right. So the first thing we have is the. Let's bring it in a little bit. There we go. With the instructions. Nice colour picture, the same on the front. A bit of gumph on the tank itself in English. Looks like German and Japanese or Korean or whichever you fancy. Open the page. Obviously, the first illustrations, it just tells you about the clean model parts with wet cloth, all that kind of stuff. The icons telling you what you need to do, not glue, cut, things like that. And we have the colour call out for Hobby Colour, Humbrol and Tamiya, so that's quite good. So we need X10, X23, there's quite a few colours. I'll have to check all them, see if I've got them all. And then we have the sprue mark, which is quite nice again. And there's a grey part in no use part, so there's a few, not many at all. There's only see 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 pieces, if that. And then you've got your tow rope. I don't know if it's rope or metal, I don't know, obviously with 2 pieces of PE. And then we start with the instruction. I like the booklet, it's nice glossy shiny paper as well, so it's really quite nice. And then obviously the usual sort of thing, we start off with the making of the suspension. Quite a few little parts, but nicely detailed and nicely explained. And then we put the suspension arms on, and then we get to underneath and start doing the return rollers. And this is the same for the ZTT 99 only, so obviously there's 2 variants in it, so we'll have to check which one I want to do. And then we go into putting the upper hull to the lower hull, and they said the ZT99. I'll have to read what all that says. Can't quite make out what that part's for yet, but I'll find out eventually. I think it's telling you to drill some holes, I think, but we shall see when I get to make it. And then we're just carrying on again with the upper hull, all the engine hatches and applique armour at the front, and all the little bits and bobs. And then it's telling you about the tow ropes, where to attach them to the rear of the tank, and how they want to do it. And then obviously we have external fuel drums, which are all made to fortunately they're in 2 parts, but we should be able to get the seam line out of them usually, they're not too bad. And then there's photo etch to go for the grills. And then we're still on the and then we've got the fenders with the boxes, the external boxes on both sides to build this up. And then it's telling you about the way to assemble the wheels and attach them to the tank, and then the side skirt on top of that, but I'll probably hold off from the side skirt being attached until I can see if the track will go around without that interfering. So yeah, it's quite nice booklet, very nice indeed. And then it's telling you about the tracks, and as you can see, if you quick catch that top one there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to a track, all individual tracks. Each set has 82 pieces, so it's 82 tracks, 82 times by whatever that is, 5 is a lot. So that's going to be a long job. And obviously taking them off and then sanding them and then actually reassembling them, but yeah, it'll be a challenge, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it, he says. And then we're starting to do the turret. We have some clear glass, I think, and it's telling you the blue, and same again, the clear blue. Looks quite nice again. It's nicely showing how to assemble it. And then we're coming on to the smoke launchers, and a few bits and bobs again for the top of the turret. And then we're starting with the mantle for the gun, and then the lower half attached to the top of the hull, sorry, top of the turret. I think the only the thing that's going to be a problem with this kit obviously is the tracks. That will be taking a long time. And then we're going to build a machine gun, and then and then the main turret. Unfortunately, is in a two-piece again, so it's going to be quite difficult to get the seam lines. I'll have to wait and see when I get to that part. I usually say when I build the kit, I always put the turret together and leave it, and then I'll see if I can sand it clean and get the seam line out of. And then we've got the cage for the rear of the tank, and then some more applique armour to go on the main turret, and the smoke launchers. And then we have to attach the turret to the lower half of the tank and complete. Well, the building is complete, and this is nice. I do like these when you get the actual colour call outs. Let me just see, this is for the ZT99. As you can see, it's nice camo. Oh yeah, that'll be a nice challenge, a nice camo for that. I do like that. I do like the profile of the tank. It's very nice. So that one is for, it doesn't give us a regiment or anything. So, and we have the ZT-Z99G. So we'll have to work out what's different with that one. There again, the camouflage is very similar again. I'm going to have a read up and see what the difference is between the 99 and the 99G. If there's anything that's totally different. So, but once I do build updates for this, whenever I get around to it, I will let you know. So that's nice. I do like the instruction booklet. It's very nice. One thing I'm not too keen on is everything is in one bag. Everything is in one bag. So that's the only, I don't know what the bags are in bags inside, I'm unsure yet, but was one way to find out is with the shop. Have a look. Right. So, here we are, we've got them in bags within a bag, which is probably that's nice. It's quite nice. So the things don't move around too much in the box. So this is obviously the track. Oh, let's see, I can see me having a lot of fun with these. A lot of fun with these. But let's get one out and we'll have a look. They are nice though, I must admit. They're nicely moulded. These are all pads, and then we got the other part and the other part, and then the small parts. And I can't see any on that side. There's no. Well, I think we might be lucky, and I don't think there's any No, not that I can see. There's no injection pin marks anywhere on them, so quite lucky with that. But I say this is going to be a ball ache, but I think this is a thing you're going to have to do in stages. Build some and leave it, go to do something else, sand them, do something else. But I'm sure they'll look fine when it's all done, he says. So there's only one way to find out. Just have a go doing them. Right, so that's the first. The decals are actually sellotaped there. They're, you know, the usual fare, just the numbers and the Chinese star, red star. Obviously the make of the tank. They look fairly decent. So there's not many to go on. So right, so that's that sprue done. Right, let's have a look at what the next sprue is. We have the lower hull. It's quite nicely packed, this. I was totally wrong in saying about the plastic. It's all nicely packed inside the one plastic bag, which is a nice idea. So it stops all the kit rattling about inside the box. Alright, the lower hull, as you can see, it's nicely detailed again. Really nicely detailed. I'm going to have to think of a way of displaying some of these tanks with their... I'm going to have to get one of them turntables with a little mirror on, I think. So it's all nicely detailed again for the suspension arms and for the bits and bobs. And there's no warpage, and you can see there's nice detail on the return idle off of the sprocket, with the nice raised bolt heads, which is really nice. I'll get back in the middle of the camera. Yeah, so that's nice, and it's a nice and firm, and it's quite a large tank by looking at the length of it. So we shall I won't put it back in there until later on. The same problem yesterday. Right, so the next sprue is obviously this is the running gear, as you can see with the wheels, and there's two sprues in here, so they're identical. So I'll just get the one out for now. And the detail is really nice again. You know, nice wheels, nice markings on the tyres, on the rubber on the outside. So all nicely moulded again. No flash, no ugly injection marks, anything like that. They're all on the back. So it's all nice, very nice. Safe, considering it was only £17 plus obviously £3 delivery. So even so, I think it's a good bargain for 20 quid. I really do. But saying that now, I might change my mind when I'm doing the tracks. But yeah, everything's there, nice and crispy again, nice and crisp, and no flash, no injection marks. It's a nice plastic as well. It feels like a nice plastic. It's the unusual colour, it's like a sandy colour. But yeah, nice again. I'll put the sprues back later on. Let's get another sprue bag out. We have the part of the upper hull, and by the looks of it, the fenders. Oh, this is going to be interesting. You've got the cogs on the teeth on the turret, so that'll be interesting if it's got any other thing for the turret. It's different, nicely moulded again. You know, nice detail. Obviously, there's applique armour to go on here. So it's quite smooth. There's there's no texture on that, but I'd say that'll be covered. And then we have the rear engine cover. That's quite nicely detailed. Got PE to go on there, but it's, you know, as you can see, it's nicely detailed. Lovely little details with the handles. I'll probably take the handles off and maybe use a bit of wire just to raise them up a little bit. But apart from that, the detail is quite nice. And then we have the rear plate of a tank, which is nice again. Full of detail, nice, lovely. They'll take a lovely wash that and make them pop, as they would say. But I don't really like that word. It'll just make them see them a bit better, as I really want it. Just emphasise the rivet heads and things like that. That's a better word, emphasise, I think. It's better than pop in it. And then we have the fenders on the outside of the tank, and they're nicely detailed again. With the no injection marks apart from in the rear, which we're not going to bother about because we won't see them. So that's that one. The next one again is this small one containing the fuel drums and the machine gun, and as you can see again, nicely detailed. Nice machine gun, lovely detail. Is the end, and the end has been, yep. So there's no need to worry about that. That's got nice, been drilled out. Nice detail again. Let me just adjust this lighting a little touch. Make it any better. Let me just move this other one here. There we go. Maybe a little bit better there. So nicely detailed again. Yeah, very happy with that purchase. And they're nice screws as well. They're not overly loaded with you know, hundreds of parts. And then we have the turret. Which is nicely detailed again. No texture because of all the applique armour that's got to go on it and all the bits and bobs, but as you can see, you know, you get the weld seams there, nicely detailed. Yeah, and on the sides, so there's all sorts of applique armour to go on the side, so there's no really texture on the outside of it again. But yeah, nothing. No injection marks anywhere again. Just nice. Just in the where they should be, out of sight. And then another screw. We have a clear part. I won't get them out, but by looking at them, they are clear. There's no cloudiness. There's some really small parts there as well. Really dinky parts. Can you see them ones? There we are. The size of them things on there. How the hell are we going to see them? I think it's a microscope job for them bits, I think. He says you can see they're all clear. They said there's no cloudiness, you know, for the vision ports and things like that. Very nice. It'll be interesting to see if I can see them parts, but we'll see. And then the next screw, we have the lower hull, the lower turret, and part of the applique armour, which is, there we are. That's nice, nicely detailed. They'll work really well. And then obviously we have the cage, the turret basket at the back, all nicely detailed again, and then the part of the mantlet, which is like a cover. It's got the you know, the textures if it's a canvas cover or whatever it is they use. All nicely detailed again. And then we have obviously the bottom of the turret, and then some applique armour for the turret. By looking at that, nicely detailed again. It's another nice kit. I've seen to have had a little spree of buying a few kits recently, but none of them have been expensive. Yeah, all nice again, so I'm quite happy with that one. It'll build up into a nice tank, I think. I'm looking at it. And then we have side skirts, and some more fenders. Unless maybe that's what the difference is between the G and the 99. Well, we've got nice again, nice detail on the. Well, we have on the fenders first, don't we? Nice detail on the fenders. Really quite nice on the side. Sorry, the side skirts. Really nice detail again. So yeah, I haven't come across an ounce of flash or anything. I really haven't checked out how old this kit is. I'll check that shortly before I finished. And then we have the fenders again, so this must be the difference between the 99 and the 99G. We shall find out anyhow. So they're nice as well. Right, and there's one more sprue, which is the turret and numerous small parts and another gun mantlet. So obviously the gun mantlet must be different as well. So let's just get this one out and have a quick look at this one. Yeah, the gun is quite nice, nicely moulded. It's just how difficult it's going to be to sand with these, you know. And you're saying that there's only, yeah, it's only on one side. It's doing so, it's still going to be quite difficult, but you know, persevere. We'll see what we do. And as you can see, all the nice details again on the hatches and the small parts. Nice detail on them all. So there's another mantlet cover there, so maybe that's a slight variation again. It's got the cast number on there. I thought I saw the cast number. My bad, I thought I did. Yeah, there on the little hatch there, there's a cast number, which is quite nice. I do like that on kits. You get a little cast number. But again, they're all nicely detailed. Yeah, all nicely detailed. No, you know, no flash again. Even on the rear, there's not many, you know, not many ugly injection marks. So that's quite a nice kit. I think I've done quite well there. So let me just have a look on the box to see how old this kit is. Let's have a look. Excuse me a second. Back. Just move all this stuff out of the box. Oh, there we go. Lovely. I'll have to pick all that up after. Right, so is any dates on the I can see. No, no date. Nope, no information, no date of when the kit was made. Is any on the front? We'll have to look into that and find out when it was made. Nothing on that side. And there's nothing on the sprues, was there? And there's nothing on the. Let's just look at the hull. It usually has something written in it. As it has this time, there's absolutely nothing. So I can't tell you how old the kit is. Hard to find out. So that's the end of this review, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it'll build us a nice kit. Apart from the tracks will take a long time to do. So if you've liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up and a comment, either good or bad, all taken on board. And thank you again for subscribing. And this is Greg signing off, and thank you for viewing. Thank you.